Good morning. I am back in my classroom. It is Monday, August 27th, and that's Camila turning on all the lights around the classroom. Okay, so this is a plan. I do have a lot of things to do. I have been reflecting on the amount of work that I'm inputting into my class, and I was thinking, what will happen if teachers decide to work this 6.6 hours and take their regular breaks like most of the people of the world, instead of working, on things for the kids. And I thought about it and I'm like, if I ever do that, like I will be so behind, I'm gonna be crying at the end of the week. So that tells you a lot. Right now, I did take a lot of things in the weekend. I got done only a couple. My biggest interest right now is to get, I don't know if they're gonna fit on that blank bulletin board, but I did buy Learning in Wonderland's rotation centers, and we'll see if that works. If not, then I'm gonna have to remove some of this stuff and then just add it here. But yeah, I need to get those centers going officially, because next week we're still doing like Smart Start week 1, week 2, week 3. And this is our 3rd week of school. So then after that, then I will start giving, the regular lessons from Wonders, and which means that they will have more vocabulary, and it's like official. Not that this week's haven't been official, but there has been a lot of like learning the routines of my classroom and my personality, their personality, getting to know, ways of, these are things that we don't think about, but how are they going to turn in work? How are you going to give them their work back? What work are you going to give them back? All of those things take so much time. And I look at a lot of blogs. That's why I started doing a vlog, because I really enjoy seeing the other teachers out there, and because I get a lot of ideas and I get a lot of support and help. And sometimes I comment, to try and help as well. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say, I guess, is there are a lot of little things that need to be learned. And I know you keep hearing new teachers like set up routines. Well, what are those routines? And those routines are like the minimum thing you can think of. Like, when is it appropriate for them to raise their hand? Wait time, water, restroom, turning in, collecting work, turning in homework, how to turn in the homework, when is it due, am I going to give it at the same time, or am I just going to put it in their mailboxes? Do I have mailboxes? I mean, all of those things take a long time. So anyway, in saying that, I'm going to stop talking, because, I've been doing a lot of reflecting on the weekend, and it has been about this and how much time we spend here. Mind you, I'm still an hour earlier again. Usually I try to make it 2 hours early this year, just because I want everything nice and ready. But I was exhausted. I did work out a little bit in the morning at my house. I didn't go to the gym. And I ate a healthy breakfast, and I did meal prep this week. So we'll see how that goes and see if that helps, with my weight loss journey, and also the way I feel as well with my energy. But anyway, I have to get those rotation centers going. I did forget today is library time, so I'm probably going to be able to do 2 rotations today. And yeah, there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of stuff to get done. So I'm excited to see my kiddos again, but it is, I owe it to them to be ready. And it just seems like in order for me to be ready, I will need like a 12-hour shift. Yeah, I think a 12-hour shift will be fine. Maybe I'll propose that to the board. It did take me a while, because I had to go back to my computer and get my reports for assessment that I did last week. And even like that, I still have a couple that didn't take the assessment. It is really hard for me to work with tech in first grade. It's a lot of training. That's another part of like making sure procedures are in place. But I'm having trouble with that myself because I'm not sure how I want to approach this. And maybe I just am going to stick to QR codes like kindergarten teachers, just because it's the easiest way, and that's a battle I might not want to fight right now, just because a lot of them didn't log in properly and weren't able to take the assessment, and I thought they did. So anyway, kind of this, but I'm loving this. I haven't put it into action yet, but as of now, I'm like, okay, I get it. It works in my head. So I did this a little different than Learning in Wonderland. You can edit these as you please. I did keep these posters the same, center 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She has objective in a group. So what she did is she actually did a visual picture for the group. So let's say my zebras over here, and these are just examples. They're not going to stay like that. My zebras will be going to group 1 for the first rotation, and then so on and so forth. You know, I'm just gonna put them up anywhere like that. And then for the second rotation, then I would say, okay, I'm rotating them on, and so on and so forth. So she also provided these. So I will be labeling, like, if this is word work, then the word work bin, or word work could also be their Lexia program. I will be labeling whatever center that will be. So I am not going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do with these. So that they can stay up wherever. Maybe some of the, what are the sticky tabs, and then just go ahead and place them there wherever the center is going to be at. So this is, I think it's gonna be very visual, so the kids will get a saying. It's not a saying, so the kids won't be confused. And so anyway, also these are labeled. I wish they were Mickey theme, but anyway, so that's gonna happen, and I'm going to film my classroom tour right after school. So I already put their names, and I love the magnets because they just stay up really well, and I just kind of switch them out. So I absolutely love it. Yay. Okay, that's up, and I'm really excited that that's up. Okay, I'm gonna keep going because I only have like 2 minutes, and then I have said this before, I have a timer set for 10 minutes before the official time we need to be with our kids, because I just need some me time. At that point, when it goes off, no matter what I'm doing, I promise myself that I would drop it and then go to the restroom, make my coffee, or get my water ready for the day, just stuff like that, because you tend to forget about you because you're here and there's always something to do. So anyway, I'm gonna check out because I only have 2 minutes before that goes off, and I wanna make sure I clean my counter. I don't like leaving stuff on my counter. Life update, it is my recess. Oh my gosh, I have a notification, sorry. And you see my mini headband on. It's because I don't know where I got this idea from. I think she actually, I remember, she was a teacher that actually doesn't teach anymore. She took time off for her family, but if I remember her, I'll link her below. But she doesn't vlog anymore about teaching, but she used to put him on, not necessarily these, but or this type, but a headband when students were at rotation, so they knew not to bother the teacher. I think it was like a bug headband, like some kind of like bee or something. So she would say, "Don't bug," and I thought that was the cutest idea ever. I like giving credit to people that, you know, give wonderful ideas, and I try to remember and do it all the time. Anyway, so if you're in the vlogging world, please give credit to people, because it feels really good to know that you are able to help someone. And so thank you for sharing this, because it was life-changing for me. So thank you so much. I want to update you. This is our first recess, and I absolutely love this. Learning in Wonderland, shout out to you. Thank you so much for doing this, because it worked out really nice. We have not rotated yet, so I haven't switched them yet, but oh my gosh, they totally saw it and said, "Oh yeah, we know where to go. We're good." So it was beautiful. Now, another shout out to you're just amazing, girl. This is why I started doing what I do, and you changed my world. Pocket Full of Primary, Michelle Ferre. shout out to you, girl, because this is wonderful. I introduced the WordWork bins. I actually used this Costco bins for it, and wow, they were amazing. And the kids were able to put them back nicely, and they understood what to do. I went over every single one. It took some time, but oh my gosh, they loved it. I actually had my principal and the secretary walk in while they were doing this, and they're like, oh my gosh, doesn't seem like they were only in school for 3 days. And if they only knew that this was their first day even trying it, that was like totally awesome. So I am just very delighted. I do want to take a 5-minute break, so I'm going to let you go, and I'll update you during my lunch, I guess. If not, then sometime during a break or after school. All right, I need to keep going. Okay, guys, it is lunchtime, and all we did after recess was really library time because we didn't have an opportunity to do anything else. They are finishing some things that the librarian gave to them, so I just allowed them like 5 minutes, and then we had to head to lunch. I had the best lunch. My sister meal prepped for me, and it was amazing chicken and asparagus. It was really good. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the office because they said I had an order. And then there's a ukulele in here. I don't think I ever ordered this. But then again, I don't know. It's just the weirdest thing ever. So I'm going to go return it because, yeah. So that's probably going to take up my whole lunch because God only knows that whenever you go to the office, you always have someone to talk to. All right, check in with you later. Hello, guys. It is actually Tuesday, August 28th. And I never checked in with you guys yesterday, and there's a really good reason for that. I actually filmed my classroom tour yesterday, and it was so, I give props to vloggers. Oh my gosh, it was so much harder than what I anticipated. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes, but like everything is, all the light is bothering me. And so I was gonna take my kids out for a pee right now, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to take it with this, and especially because I didn't bring my glasses. I think I left them in the car. But anyway, a lot of things that happened. I was only able to do 3 rotations yesterday, or 3 centers. So I finished up 3 more centers today. It went really well. I did have a parent volunteer in here. She actually went through all my field trip slips, which I really needed to do that since last Thursday because kids turn in their red folders on Thursday. And tomorrow will be Wednesday, and I have to send them out again. And so anyway, I feel like I'm getting sick. The folders were still filled with documents from home, and so she did that today. That saved a lot of time. So we finished 3 centers in the morning for language arts. We did social studies. The kids have been learning about continents and the relationship between them and, you know, them in the map. And so that was really cool. They absolutely love that time. Then that's when my mainstream students come in. So it's really fun. But I super need a lot of energy. Right now they're going to come back. It is an early out today. And they're going to do some math because we briefly did math yesterday, but I didn't cover as much as I would have wanted to. I feel like I'm getting to a point where I really love, you know, how I'm doing things within timing, I guess. I don't know if you feel me. Like, if you're a teacher out there, like, do you change things a lot during the first weeks of school? Because I feel like I have shifted them so many times at this point. But now I think the kids like the way things are going. Language arts in the morning, rotations, and we do have a huge 2-hour gap after their second recess where I could do like potentially all-time math. And that way I can do centers and just do like an introduction and work with guided groups. So we'll see how that works. It is a lot of work. And I think that was my bell. Was that my bell? No, it was not my bell. Traumatized. All right, guys. I am going to go ahead and check out. I don't know when I'm checking back in because we do have collaboration today because it's an early out. So I believe we're going to talk about field trip stuff. They are coming up. One is next week. And then we have another one on the 13th as well, I think. Is it? I don't know. But we have back-to-back field trips. So we have a lot of work to do, and I need to check and to see how many students are going and so on and so forth. So I'll probably check in with you until tomorrow. And that's horrible to say, but it's so busy. And I have to take Camila to extracurricular activities today. So I don't think it's going to happen. Wednesdays is a little bit more free because Camila doesn't have to go anywhere after school. So it's just kind of like more me time. And so anyway, I'll check in with you when I check in with you. Good morning, YouTube. Maybe if I check my email, I will find out about things that are going on in our district, in our school. I saw these in my box today. What they are is like the ELA standards, and we're supposed to have them posted in our classroom. I guess we got an email about it. And I didn't see it. So I took off, let me show you. Let me go ahead and close this because it has private information. My beautiful reference rack. But I think I'm gonna post them right there. I need to make them cute because they're gonna bother me. So I'm gonna go get butcher paper. I'm gonna work on it. Okay, it was a struggle. All these cables are driving me nuts. Look, I'm sweating. My daughter took my fan. I usually keep it here because, you know, when I'm working like this, for example. So this is it. This is the best I could do. I don't know how else to beautify it. It's so boring. Just kidding. Yeah, that's the best I could do. But I guess when this is open like so, let me move away because there's information there. It doesn't look as bad. The bell rang. I didn't respect my 10 minutes. Gotta go get the kids. All right. So I just created, it's after school, and I just created a dojo video. I do it on Class Story. So I guess I'll do a Class Dojo, like 5 tips. I don't know, but it's the best thing I've ever done. Right now I'm actually working on documents or field trip. Like I said before, we're going on five field trips. No, we are actually going on 5 field trips, but we're going on 2 field trips back to back. And there's a lot of paperwork to check for. I'm actually okay with it because I think the benefits and the rewards that we get as a teacher, seeing your kids so happy. I mean, they get a little crazy, but it's okay because they're kiddos. It's very rewarding to do them. And especially because my colleague is amazing and she just gets all the paperwork copied for us. So I'm just checking off who brought it in, if everything's filled out appropriately. There's a lot of like disclaimers and stuff that need to be filled out. Not disclaimers, what are they called? I always have issues with stuff like this. Parental consent forms that need to be filled out in terms of where we're going. So it's a lot of paperwork and it's a little overwhelming. I'm not going to lie. But because it's rewarding, I don't mind it at all, to be honest. Let me take this off. The glare is bad. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just set the camera. I'm just doing paperwork. And it was a very draining day. My barometer kids did not do well today, especially one of them. Yeah, she needed super duper attention today. And I kept telling myself all day today, she needs me. She needs me. Those kids are the ones that need us the most. And yeah, I am really tired. And I think it's just, you know, I was very drained. I did speak to the assistant principal here and told her what the situation is with the specific child, because I refuse to send her to the office unless she's like an immediate threat to my other students. But she is not. She's pushing my buttons and she knows exactly what she's doing, and he knows exactly what he's doing. I have a couple kiddos. Yeah, so today they really got to me and I allowed it, and I need to find different strategies with them. I was just very ready to not speed through the day, but have a very what word am I trying to find? Productive. I was just trying to have a very productive day, and it just seemed like they weren't up for it. So yeah, some days are up for it, my barometer kids, some days they're not. And I just feel like really sad for my other kids that are just waiting. Oh, this is horrible. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep moving forward, and I'm excited about the field trips, so I'm just gonna go with it. I'm looking and seeing at the chaperones too. I'm gonna get to work. Okay, so I am done with a lot of the paperwork. I also printed these from Michelle Ferre. This is sort of like field trip bundle. And it just says field trips are hectic, but field trips are fun. Without volunteers like you, they couldn't be done. Thank you so much for chaperoning, from Mrs. Hernandez. So that's copied and done. I am actually gonna I'm gonna do one more. I actually I'm going to laminate it. I don't know. They're gonna throw it away, I'm sure, but it just it just makes me happy. It just makes me happy to know that, you know, I just want them to feel appreciated. I don't know if that makes sense, but I am going to. And what I'm going to do with those is I am actually going to buy a chocolate bar. Oh, I should buy some from, they're having like a fundraiser from those America's Finest. So I'm just going to go buy some from the workroom and I'll be done. So for one of them, I have like 8 volunteers. For the other one, I have 2. So that's not good, but it's okay because I will survive. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. I just can't even function because I'm so tired. So what I did is I'm actually going to use this one for field trips. I'm going to show you because, oh my gosh. And she actually has this field trip checklist. It has like, what is that? Student name, like if they turn in permission slip, if you know, and if it has a word like if they have to bring in money or whatever, if they're chaperoning, and stuff like this. So it's just a checklist with that. And so I'm done with that. And so I am going to use this Target binder because it has a clipboard and I like it. And it was given to me by my sister. It's too cutesy. Yeah, so I'm gonna put everything in there, and I don't know what I'm saying, and I'm sorry that I'm like in slow motion, but that's it. I'll check in with you tomorrow. Good morning. I actually didn't vlog yesterday, which was Thursday. Today is Friday, August 31st, and honestly, I'm glad that I didn't vlog on Thursday. It's been a really off week. Yeah, because I was so negative. But anyway, today behavior has been off the roof this week, which brings me down because I work so hard and I do so much planning, and I feel like I don't get anywhere. So what I'm going to do today is I am not going to do any curriculum stuff, and I'm going to focus on routines once more. We did that for 2 weeks last week, for the last 2 weeks. This is our 3rd week, so I thought I would integrate centers and all that. But because of that, I think they've been, I don't know, out of sorts. So I will restart again, and we will be going like into our centers, but just like going over routines again and our expectations. So I think that's the plan for today. As well as, what is it today? I do want to take them out for PE. I think they need to go out for PE. And like I said before, we don't have any specials or anything like that. So today, Friday, is art day and music. I'm teaching music. One of my colleagues is teaching art, so we just switch for an hour. So yeah, that's what's going on today. Also, I wanted to show you, I'm wearing like my 1st grade squad shirt. And this is the one that I got for a gift for my team, and we all decided to wear it today. So yeah, I'm going to keep moving. I do want to put up there, we did this yesterday, their continence paper. I found this free on TPT, and they colored it, and then they put up, they labeled the continents. So I'm going to go put it up in my bulletin board outside. What you just saw was me changing the schedule. I actually put in the times. It is my first recess. I wasn't able to put the papers up because other things came up. I have been going over procedures, routines, and what does it look like and what does it sound like. This is actually something that I learned in my method courses, and I kind of brushed off because so many things happen when you start your first year teacher. You forget about a lot of things. But I was watching Miss May this morning because she uploaded a video on procedures for unpacking. Check out her video. She's awesome. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about the anchor charts. And we did them the first week, but then you forget. They need reminders. So Miss May, I love you so much. If you ever see my videos, know that you're my hero. I'm going to go ahead and make a coffee. I need to brew a coffee. I need it in my system immediately. But the morning went so much better. I did have my assistant principal in here because my 1 barometer child, I don't know, doesn't matter what I do. At this point, it's getting to the point where she's affecting like the students' learning, and I'm going to have to document, and I need to do what's best for the others. Even though like they tell us every child is different, and I get it, but we will be doing 24 different things. At this point, my priority is to teach the other 23. Okay, this is lunch, and yesterday my sister knew that I needed support and just a friend, you know, to talk to. And so she came over to my place, and she knows I collect mugs. I love having mugs. And she actually gave me this one too. Let me show you. That one's given to me by a student. And then she knows I love Beauty and the Beast, so she got me this one. But anyway, she came yesterday and gave me one that says, prayer changes everything. And it sure does. It sure does. And I forget about those things. So I did pray. And yesterday, believe it or not, like I kept looking at my sign right here. And I kept reading it and reading it and reading it and reading it. And at points, like almost tears like came out of my eyes. And anyway, today is going so much better. And I think it's because I'm reviewing routines. I did like briefly talk to someone in the cafeteria that works at the site, and she said it's not only your class. People have been feeling it, like it's been this week for some reason. Like they feel it out on the playground. Other teachers are talking about it, and I don't know what it is. But today was much better. I'm taking it really slow. Yeah, and my lessons, I'm being really flexible. Really, really flexible. Let me show you my lunch because I need to eat. I'm hungry. And I'm gonna eat, and that's delicious, by the way. It's just ground turkey, quinoa, and green beans. But they're seasoned really, really well. And again, my sister did this for me. I didn't. Yeah, I don't cook that well. And so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. And then I'm going to work on some labels because this easel, this thing falls right away. So I'm not even going to link it for you guys because it is really poor quality. The reviews were okay, but I don't know. So anyway, we did get it from Amazon, and so that doesn't work properly. But so because of that, what I did is right underneath here, I put my markers. Those are for my anchor charts. They're like the smelly markers. And then, or Mr. Sketch. And then I put my whiteboards in here. So that way, when this thing decides to fall, my markers are not there. Because they, believe me, they fly all over the place. So I'm done with that. I don't know why I was saying that. But anyway, I gotta eat. Oh, labels. I need to make some labels for those things because I get confused with which one is Mr. Sketch markers and which ones are my whiteboard markers. So I'm gonna make labels. That's my priority right now. And I guess another coffee. I feel much more happier after doing those labels because it does take me some time. So anyway, I did do that at the bottom, and I know it's not a lot when you create 2 labels, but you know what? These are the additional things that we need to do to get our day going with our students. And you know, I hope that this vlog just helps for people to understand. And if you're like getting into this career, just know that there is a lot of work that goes into it, like giving up your lunch or like swallowing your lunch. Quick update. I was running right now. I gotta send my kids out like 5 minutes late to recess. They switched for art. The art teacher is rocking it. Wow, I have a lot of stuff to do, and it is our second recess. I'm sorry, like I feel like I'm starving. That little lunch I had is gone now. But anyway, let me show you what they did in art. They've been writing about the growth of plants and seeds, and they've been labeling like how things grow. And today they actually are going to grow some seeds, so I'm excited for them. They came all super excited, so it's all worth it. It is chaos, it is a lot of work. Now during music, I did teach the 4th graders about the history behind the Star Spangled Banner and how we should show respect, and they absolutely loved it. They were a little shocked about the history. They were like, oh, I didn't know that. So they sang that beautifully. We practiced only like 2 or 3 times. I do want to print out the lyrics for them, but the computer wouldn't allow me to. I was going to print them here in the class. But anyway, that went really well. I was excited to have 4th graders in the class. I do need to teach them some kind of routines as well, because a lot of them like just wanted to use the restroom and whatever. So things don't change. Kids are kids. But because I only have them for an hour, I feel like I need to do stuff and I need to teach them right away and get to it. But next week, I think I'll just go over the rules once more, because we met last Friday and we went over the rules. That took like half an hour. And then we started with our music. I taught them whole notes and half notes. So that was kind of cool. But right now they really need to be reminded of procedures. But anyway, that went really well. And I know I'm like out of breath, but I had to check in, and I'll probably check in with you after school. So I'm gonna have to probably stay after school. I don't want to. I truly don't want to. I'm so tired, and I want to go enjoy my time with Camila's extracurricular stuff, because I'm gonna meet with and actually talk to adults. Can you believe it? Like I go from, because my husband like is not there when I get home, he's working. I feel like I go from being with children to going to my own children, and I don't get like to talk to adults. So it just feels really good when I'm like out there and my daughter's doing her extracurricular activities, and then I get to chat with the parents. And we do have like a get together again today, and she has a private lesson, so it's gonna be a long night, and I just truly don't want to stay here and work. I want to go out to home and relax a little bit, and then get to Camila's martial arts class. But for now, I think I'm just gonna stop talking, gobble this up, and then I'll check in with you later. All right, it is after school, and yep, this is the teacher life. Look at me. Anyway, I am sipping on some coffee. The kids left like 10 minutes ago, and I've decided to work on my lesson plans, and they shouldn't be that difficult, since Monday it is Labor Day, and then Wednesday I'm going to see if I can get that IO testing, and I know there's a writing component to it, so I'm gonna check into that. So anyway, Monday Labor Day. Tuesday I'll probably do the writing component, and since I have Wednesday computer lab, then I'll do the IO testing in the computer lab. Then on Thursday I'll probably do their writing on their August like favorite thing they learned for their memory book. And that's probably going to take up the whole day because I want to teach them, how to complete a paragraph. So we'll see how that goes. And most of it is guided practice. But anyway, I think that's the plan. And then for mathematics, it's actually easier just because I do follow the program. And if I don't like the lesson for today, I actually can really like just look at something in math. And if I look at it and I'm like, they're making this harder than it is, then, sorry. Then I just take out my manipulatives and I take them to the rug and then I do my lesson. And it's actually, that comes so much easier for me. So anyway, that's that. And I'm going to go ahead and plan because I do want to get out of here. All right. I finished lesson planning. They're ready to go. I'm actually going to take them home just in case I want to look at them over tonight. I do have a to-do list. I'm not going to finish it. There's always something to do, guys. I need to go. But I have this little pad, which really helps me. So I do need to do their AR goals. In order to do that, there's still one child that didn't test. She slipped by. I'm not sure how, but she did again. So there's one student that has not tested. So I need that in order to finish testing her. I have 2 kids that I haven't tested for fluency. And my Lord, it's almost next week. It's going to be 4 weeks in school. It needs to get done. Oh my goodness. And then I need to look into red folders. I didn't do that yesterday, and there are a couple more field trip slips that came in. And I need to fill out AR forms so that they can go home with the kids with their goals for reading this September month. And so also like right here, I do have like more memory book stuff that needs to be filed. I need to make some copies. Like I just kind of put things where they belong. And then that's my grading thing, guys. It has 2 assignments that need to be graded. One of them is homework and the other one is a writing piece that I want to put in their file. And over here, I did leave like kind of somewhat what I needed to get done like during the week. It's mostly Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, of course, because Friday we have a field trip. Monday, we're not here for Labor Day. Down here, this is what they did with the art teacher. So I want to make sure they file it. See how this thing falls all the time? They need to file it in their mailboxes. I'm gonna just pass them out, I think, on Tuesday. And they're gonna have to do that on their own. And then I didn't videotape this, but I was on my way out actually. And then I told my daughter, let's just go ahead and change the bulletin board outside because it's bothering me and I want to change it. I hate leaving stuff up for a long time because kids want to see their work. So we're working on 7 continents. Let me show you because there's people outside. I don't want to look crazy, but let me show you how that looks like. 7 continents and they label them. They're cute. I had to add 2 here and 2 over there just because I do have mainstreaming kids and I wanted to make sure their work was posted as well. And then I still need to add 2 more because one of them didn't turn it in and the other student, one of my students was suspended today, guys. So yeah, I left my red folder turn-in bin here so that I know to come in on Monday and do it. Why do I keep saying Monday? Because we're used to working on Monday. But Tuesday when I come in, that's number 1 on my list, as well as, what did I say? Red folders and correct homework. I do want to do that in the morning because the kids, I usually give it out on Fridays. I correct it like during my lunch, but today I really needed my lunch because I wanted to do those labels and I wanted to eat my lunch. So because I'm always out of breath, I'm going to go ahead and check out, guys, because I think like it's a wrap. Yeah, it's definitely a wrap. It was a tough week. I mean, it was tough. And mind you, the suspension wasn't even on my account. It was because it happened in the playground. And it was bad, guys. And I'm not going to go into detail because it's, confidential. But it was not good. And one got suspended for the day in my class. And then another student got suspended for 3 days. Yeah. So that's how it's rolling. And she is not only with me. So that, it's not good news. But also I don't feel as bad as a teacher. Because, God, I feel like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong with my kiddos? So anyway, the remainder of the day was really good and calm. After our second recess, they did get to work a little bit. Now we're working on the 5 oceans. They have their continents pretty much down, as much as I could. I think next week I'm going to move on to STEM instead of social studies. I'm going to move a little bit into STEM. I want them to get started on some, hands-on activities. And so anyway, that's that. That's a wrap. Love you guys. Take care.